Good afternoon. I'm Michael Milfberger. I'm the MLA for Tabasha, which shares the common border with the municipality of Wood Buffalo, which houses, of course, the tar sands. I'd like to acknowledge all the Alberta MLAs that are in the audience here, as well as my colleague, Mr. Hawkins. And I have constituents from the Aboriginal governments here from Fort Resolution and Fort Smith, representing the Cathedral Territory. And we're here because of the issue of water, the environment, what's happening to the air and the land. And we, as a legislature, were so concerned that in our last sitting, we passed unanimously in our legislature a resolution that affirmed, that stated that we see water as a fundamental human right. And I believe we're the only jurisdiction in the country that has done that so far. And that is an indication of how concerned we are about what is happening to the land and to the water. And we know that Alberta is our neighbor and a major trading partner, but Western Canada has some significant water problems that are evolving with drought in southern Alberta, the snowpack, the rain, the huge extraction that's happening with development, and we are directly downstream. We also know that out of Fort McMurray, out of those smokestacks are coming hundreds of tons a day of things like polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, naphthenic acids, heavy metals, bitumen, salts, to name a few of the more toxic substances that are coming out hundreds of tons a day, blowing mostly to the north, northeast, but often straight north. And we are in the affected area. So we're here today to ask the Alberta government, of course, and the federal government to do the cumulative impact work that has yet to be done on what's happening in northern Alberta. It's been 7 years that they've been working on it. We have nothing to show for it, except the Aboriginal government's walking away from the table. And we would like to know what the cumulative impact is. The federal government has responsibility for water in the Northwest Territories. They also have a fiduciary obligation and relationship with the Aboriginal governments. And that has to be honored as well. And you are finding that more and more Aboriginal governments are pulling away from the table and will be exercising their land claim rights and their treaty rights to protect their access to water, because they will have no other choice unless that work is done. So the crowd here today is small, but my thought is, my projection is, my prediction is that in the coming years, the crowds are going to get bigger as the water gets less and the quality gets more impacted. And you're going to see, as they are in Australia, as they are looking in Europe, and any other country in the world, water is going to be the main issue that's going to drive us. And we're here today to make that case, and water is a fundamental human right. And that has been asserted in our legislature, and we stand here today to say that, encourage Alberta to make the same kind of proclamation and affirmation. And we have to work this through together because we're neighbors. And our lives all depend on this. And it's not just us, but it's going to be the children yet unborn that we have to think about. So thank you very much to all the organizers. I'd like to thank all the people from the north that have made the trek.